Okay, hi guys. I am like whatever. I'm at home today, and we finished up schoolwork with the boys. They're in my room with me. Anyway, we finished schoolwork. We're done, and so I said, you know what? I wanted to do like a quick follow up video with what I was talking about on the last video, because I had a few friends and people who messaged me, called me. I have friends, we always talk about stuff like God, we talk about this kind of stuff all the time. This is why I'm putting it out on video. But I think I wanted to clarify, I think, the list of basically when you're out and about or when you're around. That's fine. That cord doesn't go very long, doesn't go very far. So you just have to, you might want to sit on the floor.
From downstairs. It's a cord from downstairs.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so when you're out and about and you're trying to have, if guys talk to you or whatever, right? Like, why is it that some ladies will have guys that will totally hit on them and other ladies not? And sometimes the ladies that won't get hit on are the ones that might look the prettiest as far as like being all dressed up, looking fancy or whatever, right? Well, I touched on that in my other video, so I wanted to go over that. First of all, what I have noticed with almost every guy that I've ever talked to or met, as far as like just talking to them, you'll hear guys say things all the time like, yeah, they're looking for a lady who they know they look decent when they're like not all the way dressed up. They're just out and about. Then they know they're going to look better when they take them out. So that's why I say don't, I'm not saying not to go out when you're looking your best or whatever, but when you're looking dressed up, dressed to the nine, or you look whatever you want to call fancy or whatever, you might look a little high maintenance to some guys who you'll knock a good percentage of men totally out who won't even come and talk to you because they'll think they won't be able to, be good enough for you or whatever. They'll think that, which is, we all know that that's crazy, but guys are so sensitive about that. And guys have, their confidence is like weird. Their confidence is not like us, So I'm talking to the ladies is who I'm talking to right now. But anyway, I tried to write my, I don't know if you can see it or whatever, but I tried to organize my thoughts so that way I could kind of go over what I went over in the last video, okay? So number one was your attitude. Basically, when you're out and about, right? And if you're in the market and when I say in the market, like you're looking for a guy or you want somebody to talk to you, you want or whatever, right? I'm speaking from my personal experience, okay? So I don't know how this corresponds with other people. Maybe they're professionals on YouTube or whatever who help people date. I'm not doing it. I'm talking from my own experience, what I noticed, okay? So your attitude is number one. Your attitude is key. And with the attitude, what I mean by that is how you come off, the air that you give out, when somebody smiles at you, do you smile back? We all know that some of us carry what we know what is called RBF, right? Resting face, okay? Now, I have been accused of that, and I would say for sure I definitely could have that sometimes, especially when I'm deep in thought. I might have RBF going on, okay? But you don't really want to have that. Where if your goal is to meet somebody or your goal is to, have guys, say hi to you or whatever when you're out and about, then you need to have a very inviting type of attitude. You want to be inviting. Your aura, your smile, in general, you just want to be inviting, okay? So, no RBF. That ain't gonna work. Also, no yelling and screaming at your kids if you have kids or whatever. No snapping. Basically, I know I've heard other people say this, but I also feel this way too. Like how you treat workers at different establishments, like cashiers or waitresses or waiters or whatever. How you treat them, right? A lot of guys will look at that too. I know I definitely look at that. Like people will look at that. So your attitude in general, okay? Eye contact. Talking about eye contact like I did in the last video. When somebody makes eye contact with you when you're out and about, specifically when a man makes eye contact with you, right? He is already expressing interest in you, okay? Especially if he makes eye contact and he doesn't break away. He doesn't break his eye contact. Like he's looking at you and he kind of follows you, his eyes follow you as you walk by or whatever. he's pretty much letting it be known that he's interested, right? What he is looking back and what he's gauging is your attitude, he's looking for the green light. He's looking for the cue that you have noticed his eye contact and that it's okay for him to speak to you. Most men won't just come up and speak to you. Like, they might look at you, but they won't say anything without feeling. They need a boost of confidence from you, is what they're looking for. So if if a guy is looking at you or noticed you or whatever, then you want to be, if you're interested at all, then you want to look back, but not in a weird way. You want to make sure that you hold that eye contact for 3 to 6 seconds is what they say. And I read that a long time ago, 3 to 6 seconds, and you can break away. So you can, look and smile. Okay, so you break away with a smile. And that is a little bit of a flirty smile. It gives them kind of like the cue, like they're like, oh, I think she's interested. You're gonna be like, oh, is she interested in me? Oh, okay. So there's gonna be that, and that's pretty normal. I mean, I would say that is a big thing. Like I told my friend who lived up north. See, people up north, and especially if you're in cities and stuff, and major cities and stuff, people tend to have attitudes of like, to each his own, and they just real, what's the word? Like, people looking, like, either looking down, or they're not trying to make eye contact with nobody. Like, I have friends, and I have a couple of girlfriends from up north, and they're all like that. Like, we're not trying to look at nobody. That's weird. I'm not trying to say hi to nobody. Like, I understand that different areas, different locations are different, but I don't know what to say. It's just that it does work. It works even up north, because I had a couple of friends that I've shared this with, like, just what I learned, and they have guys that talk to them, and they end up going on a date or whatever. So, but the point is, you have to be aware of your body language, okay, and of what is the energy or the aura that you're giving off, okay. Now, one of the things for me is that I'm usually busy. I'm usually busy doing something, because I usually have a lot on my plate. I usually have lots of things that I'm doing. I'm just one of those people. I always got something going on. I'm either selling something. I do a lot of things. I'm either couponing, or I'm in school. I'm training, or I'm working. I'm hustling. I'm doing makeup. I mean, like, I kid you not. When I go to weddings and I do makeup at weddings, stuff like that. I can't even count how many weddings that I go to, and I leave with several, like, guys trying to talk to me, because I'm there, I'm working, I'm busy, I'm putting away my brushes, I'm cleaning, I'm doing stuff or whatever, but it don't matter, like, I don't know, it's like, I'm busy doing things, and I'm not paying nobody no mind, but yet, still, like, somebody there inevitably is like, wants to talk to me or get my number or something, right, because he's been watching me the whole time, either working on ladies or whatever, right. So being busy, having your own life, like, have your own life, like, have things to do, okay? So if you have kids, more than likely you have a lot to do, because kids create a lot of action, things are going to get done. But if you have kids in a job, then even more so, right? But if you're not at that place, that maybe you haven't had kids yet, maybe you're young or whatever, then get a pet. Get a pet where you have an excuse or a reason to get out and do things, go places or whatever, take your pet places or whatever, right? The other thing is, so talking about being busy, on one thing I did notice for sure, depending on what age group you are in, that you might be looking for a partner, or looking for, if you're trying to meet somebody or whatever, depending on what age group you're in, I noticed that when you are over 30, if you're over 30, I noticed that when you do have children with you, kids or something like that, it's kind of a benefit for you, because if the guy is over 30 or whatever, he's looking at it like you're probably a mom, or you could be a good mom. He might have a child, he might have children, or maybe he may want children or something like that, right? I'm gonna give you an example. When I talked about that one day that I had first moved here, and I was looking like a hot mess. I threw on my jeans, whatever, and I had to go register my kids for school. One of the guys that talked to me that day, he like I think I needed to borrow a pen or something, or he lent me a pen. I don't remember what it was, but it was something like that. But anyway, he tried to talk to me, but by the end of that registration period or whatever, and as I was walking out, and I had my kids with me, he was like, hey, I drive truck, and I'm gone a lot, but I got a big old house, and I got 2 kids at the house. I'm a single dad, and he said, and I'm looking for somebody to help with the kids or whatever. Be willing to pay you like $800 a week or something. I forgot what he told me, but he was like, yeah, you could have your own room, you could bring your own kids or whatever. I was like, he was sincere, and actually he was actually a very nice guy. I mean, I came to see him several times after that, because football and stuff like that, kids and stuff like that, and we were in the area, and he's a very nice guy. I think he's a very nice person. I mean, we never dated or anything like that, and I didn't take the job because I had just lost my husband, and I was definitely not looking for anything. I couldn't handle any extra responsibility. But anyway, he had offered it to me just based on what he saw there at the registration. Like, he was like, yeah, you're a pretty lady, whatever, but he was interested in me, but more or less also getting help with the kids too. Like, so because I had my own kids, he knew, okay, she probably knows how to cook. She probably knows how to clean. She probably knows how to make sure kids can do their homework, stuff like that, like these 2 kids I got over here. We're done with our homework. We've had 3 days home now with the snow days. We've had here in Georgia. We've had snow days. Anyway, so having your kids, especially if your kids are well maintained, making sure that they're clean, and how you look after your kids and nurture your kids in public is going to show and be a big telltale sign of how you are probably in the house. Okay, because no guy wants any girl that's going to be screaming and yelling and being mean to her kids or whatever. Nobody wants that. I mean, no, you just look at a person who does that in public, you just look at them like they got issues. That's what you think. You're like, okay, they got issues. So anyway, okay, so that's that. Now, the other thing I always tell my girlfriends, like, this is not something that I do, but oh my goodness. But when I say, like, something else I've noticed is, like, whenever I have gone into places like where I know men are, like typically like Home Depot or office mat, like Home Depot, Lowe's, those type of places, like that. Like, I cannot even leave out of there without having somebody talk to me, because there's going to be typically more men in those stores, right? And so, depending on your aura and your attitude and how you're dressed or whatever, just depending, your chances of probably getting hit on there are a little bit higher, So now, that's not to say that when you are dressed up, like in your heels and you're looking sharp and all that kind of stuff, that's not to say that you won't get hit on, but it's only going to be like a certain type of guy that's going to like that. Okay, so, I would just say, I wouldn't go out like that all the time, like, but usually whenever I am dressed up or I am like made up and everything like that, I don't ever get a hit on. I just get guys that look at me. I've had about, I don't know, maybe a couple, but I remember one guy who hit on me when I was really dressed up. And I think he was like, he was up in age. Okay, he was up in age, and he proceeded to tell me that I would look nice in his 6 cars that he had, and like he had like, why'd you drop it?
In my bathroom, my tablet.
Wait, it died? Plug it up on the charger. Anyway, he sent me all these pictures of all his cars that he had in his garage, and how I would look nice in his Cadillac or something. Anyway, that didn't work on me, and I don't know. That wasn't. I mean, I was just very nice about it. I was just very nice and said, oh, thank you, whatever, and moved on or whatever. But anyway, so that's just. I wanted to like break down. I wanted to make that list in a more organized fashion, I guess. I wanted to just record it because when I recorded that last video, it was just something I had been saying that I did want to talk about, and because I had experienced that day, that was a holiday, and I wasn't even trying to look like anything, and I noticed again, that's when I got hit on, and so that was like, sorry, I'm over here cleaning up. That was the day that I got hit on, and I just said, you know, I need to make a video about this because ladies are always talking to me about that, like getting guys to actually like ask for their number or whatever. So I said, you know what, let me do it right now. So I didn't have any like list, and I wasn't really organized. I just kind of like went for it. But anyway, so I wanted to go over that again. So basically your attitude, making sure you smile, okay, making sure you don't have RBF, making sure that you have an inviting type of attitude or aura about you, making sure that you, like I said, are smiling, you know, and you have a more of an open type of body language, okay? Eye contact, holding your eye contact for 3 to 6 seconds, and then smiling or looking away and smiling. And you might need to do that a couple times, okay? Especially if you like the guy who is like looking at you or whatever. You don't have to look crazy. You don't have to be all dressed up all the time. In fact, I think the most dressed down, the more average looking that you are, the more, you know, messy bun, like that you are looking like not trying too hard. That's good, you know, and being busy with a pet, busy with a kid, or busy with something is good. You plugged it up? Okay.
Daddy said I shared it.
Yeah, you can share that. You can share it. Throw the wrapper in the trash for me, please, okay?
I can cut it in half.
Yeah, it's easy. You don't have to use scissors. So I think that was it. And then, you know, go in places in particular where you can be seen. Starbucks, Panera Bread, which those are my favorite places though. But I find that I definitely get hit on there all the time. But Home Depot, Lowe's, if you're really looking for a guy. I'm not like that, but I'm just sharing experience because I'm just trying to put y'all on game as to what I feel like some of the things that either I have done or that I do or whatever that seems to event. I don't know why, you know, but this is Atlanta, Georgia area, so men here are definitely way more outgoing and definitely more talkative or whatever. But okay, that was it for that video. See you in the next one.